Wow. I'm going to have to stop and just do it later. There's so many, they come in literally all at the same time. It's hilarious. All right, everybody. So my name is Allison. Welcome to live tarot readings on Thursdays. This is a time change for everybody. I normally do it Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today I'm going to be doing it and moving forward 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to see if there's an audience for it because I've got clients and viewers all over the world. That way it gives everybody an opportunity to see me go live. So if there's a big pull for it, then I'm definitely going to be doing it every Thursday morning. Hey, Ken. Hey, Lynn. Oh my God, you guys are amazing. Thanks for showing up in the morning. I don't know, maybe that's easier for people. I'm not the morning person, but I'm changing my schedule around. All right, so like I said, a lot of questions came in, and I'm sure we'll get a lot of people coming in live. So let me go ahead and, like I said, I was copy and pasting. Let me go ahead and go back up here. So I'm an intuitive empath, tarot reader, and psychic. I read and feel into the energies of the cards. I am also a psychic, so it's not just being an intuitive. So that's how I read the cards. You can go to my website to read more about me, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. You can also book a personal reading with me there, sign up for a missing person consultation if you or someone you know has a missing loved one. And also sign up for my newsletter. That is free. It's at the bottom of every single page. I have not put one out yet. I'm hoping to get it out this weekend. I was kind of holding off until I bought my ticket to go to New Zealand and Australia. I'm just kind of waiting because of all this tariff crap that's going on in the news. I don't watch the news, but my friends have been telling me about it. So I just wanted to wait like 2 more weeks before I actually buy my ticket because I don't want to have to get a refund on it. I did that once before a couple of years ago and I got burned by an airline. So I've just kind of been waiting. That's where I'm coming from. I think travel will be fine. I just don't want any drama. So probably too much information, but that's why the newsletter hasn't come out. All right, so what else? On my website, you will also see a learning center. So I'm also an instructor. So I am a master manifester. If you don't know that, I'm an entrepreneur. In addition to being a psychic, I have a different business outside that. So if you are looking to manifest a person, place, thing, just a lifestyle, that might be a course that you would want to sign up for if that's something that's in alignment for you. It's a 16-week manifestation course. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely make that commitment because it takes that long to make that shift. You're doing it at your soul. It's in every cell of your body for you to be able to call it in. So that is coming out May or June. So look for that. We meet every week as a weekly check-in. Also, I'm going to have a 4-week online tarot masterclass that's going to be uploaded. I teach it live twice a year. It just completed in March. I also teach it in October. But everyone's in different time zones and it was on a Sunday. And so for some people that also didn't work. So I'm going to go ahead and upload it so people have an opportunity to see how I teach tarot because it is slightly different. I think it needs a little bit of a facelift. And so that's what I've done for the world of tarot. So there's that. I also do private lessons and I do one-on-one tarot lessons. I do one-on-one raise your vibration and one-on-one manifestation. What else? There's also a new section on my website, and I'm almost done, called Alison's Picks, and it is skin like butter. She is offering a fabulous 40% off your first order, and these products are not free to me. I buy them also, and her products are phenomenal. I mean, I'm super picky about what I put on my skin. I want it to all be natural and to actually work, and hers do, and it's made per order. I mean, it can't get any better than that, and it's worth every penny. 40% off your first order. Fabulous. She's got over 175 cents. She also has sugar scrubs. She has perfumes. I'm not a big perfume person, but they're lovely because it's more of an essential oil. Oh my God, it's luscious. Anyways, go check it out. And soaps. I'm waiting for my soaps to be delivered. And also there is Rogers Hood Apothecary. I only have 2 for affiliate links. So it saves you money and you're helping it support the channel. Rogers Hood Apothecary, if you didn't see my interview with Kim, Mrs. Kim Rogers Hood, she is the founder of Rogers Hood Apothecary. She has parasite cleanses, mold cleanses. She's coming out with a lymphatic cleanse, which is going to be in May. And what else? A fulvic bath soak, which is fulvic and humic acid. It's 50-50. That's something you want to do in conjunction with the parasite cleanse. I'm doing it right now, and let me tell you, it works. It's easy to take, and it doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste foul. If it did, I actually wouldn't take it because I'm not picky. I'm a baby about stuff. That's why even with flower essences, I won't even do the ones that are in alcohol. They have to, for me, it has to be glycerin based. Now her parasite cleanse is an alcohol based, but you would never know. You can't taste it. That's the kind of product I want. It works and it tastes great. I mean, it's really a win-win. So she's also offering a discount, so look for that. And what else to tell you? Of course, since you're here on YouTube, you know I am on YouTube and Rumble. I do zodiac readings for all signs. I do love readings for all signs, money and career readings for all signs. I go live every single Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And right here, right now, I'm doing Thursdays, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you see the interviews. So that one I just mentioned was with Mrs. Rogers Hood, Kim Rogers Hood. I love it. And you can also see my interview with Jerry Marzinski. I have two on there. One's a podcast and one is an interview. And then I have a third one with Dr. Hannah Roberts talking about GLP-1. So if you're into weight loss and you want to learn a little bit more about that, go ahead and do that. I did that myself. That's why I put it up there. I personally did not have any adverse side effects. I really don't have any health issues that I'm aware of. So for me, it really worked out. If you want to learn more about it, and she's also offering a discount on your first purchase, definitely go and check it out. And if you're in a different state, I'm currently in Florida. She actually does mail order to other states. She has licenses in several states. So it's worth talking to if that's something that you're interested in. And let's see. So what else to tell you? If you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the show. And let me know where you're watching from. If you're new here, I'm actually traveling. I have viewers all over the world. Half my clients are in Australia, New Zealand, and that half of the world, and South Africa. So I am definitely going to that part of the world at the end of May. So if you are in a different area, let me know, put it in the comments, because not just in the chat, but afterwards, because I'm going to be traveling all over. I would have never known that I have so many viewers from Ohio. Not even kidding. So that is definitely something that is now going to be on my list to go to in the United States. So let me know where in the world you're watching from, and that will definitely be on the list. All right. So at the end of tonight's show, I'm going to do a general reading for our soul tribe. That's for all the people that are here and watching in the replay, whenever this is meant to find you. And before we get going, I just want to say a big thank you to all my subscribers, my viewers, and my clients. Thank you so much for your love and support. It really means a lot to me. All right, here we go. I have two guidelines for the live shows. One, it's one question per show. I know you'll see some people hop on halfway through or towards the end, and they might be new and they don't understand it's one question per show. So you will see that come up. Sometimes they'll ask 10 questions for the $10. And it's very unrealistic for tarot for someone to do that. So that just tells me that they don't know tarot very well. So just bear with that. I do one question per show. If someone's asked a second question and they've just made it where it's one question, I will answer it and then just have them do one per show. Also, no bad language or topics. We keep it family friendly because YouTube's all about censorship. As you'll hear me say, I am a grown woman. I'm not used to censorship at all. I'm used to talking openly and honestly like an adult about different issues, different points of view. I have no problem with that, but YouTube does. So we need to keep it family friendly. So you can submit your questions before or during the show and they will be answered live. You can post your questions on PayPal, Venmo, or Super Chat. It's a $10 minimum. If you choose Super Chat, just know YouTube takes 40%. So I just want you to be aware of that. If you can do PayPal and Venmo, I would really appreciate it, but I would definitely never prevent you from doing a Super Chat at all. Okay, so the links are going to be in the description for people that are watching on your laptop or computer. If you're in the chat, the moderators can go ahead and post that information for you. I have a disclaimer, and this is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a therapist, and I do not give financial or medical advice. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and get rolling. Okay, the first one is from Troy. And Troy writes, hi, Allison. I'm single and want to move to Texas. Will this be a smart move for me? Will it work out with new job, new relationship, and making new friends? Thanks, Troy. Okay, let's go ahead and see if that will be a good move for you. All right. So this is for Troy. We have the Four of Swords. We have, oh my God, we have the Fool and the Ace of Swords. It will absolutely be a good move for you. Four of Swords. We've got the Fool. This is taking a leap of faith. This is a new beginning. And we have the Ace of Swords. This is a new beginning and a gift and blessing from the universe. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first card out was the Four of Swords. This is about you receiving a blessing. I think that an opportunity for you to move to Texas is actually a blessing for you. I think it's going to allow you to rest and recover and recharge your batteries. I think that this is a really good move for you. I feel that maybe you're in like a wasteland kind of environment right now that's not really thriving for you. And this move to Texas will allow you to really thrive in a lot of different avenues. I think even things that you're not even aware of are going to present themselves to you. We have the Fool. This is the first card in the major arcana. It's a 0. This is taking a leap of faith, taking that first step. This is the new chapter, the next chapter in your life, and that's your move to Texas. That's amazing that this came up like that. That just tells me that it's about you really feeling it in your heart. That it's, I mean, and this is a white heart, right? This is you feeling it in your heart, knowing that this is the right move for you. I feel like you've really been thinking about it for a while, and that's when things are really lining up. You feel it. It's from the purity of your own heart that you know that this is a right move for you. Then we've got this Ace of Swords. An ace is a gift and blessing from the universe, and it's a new beginning. This is the Ace of Swords. So this is talking about a breakthrough and clarity. I think that you had a big wake-up call that's allowing you to step into this, that you're looking for something better. I think for you, you're going to thrive there. This is telling me that you will definitely be able to see new friends, new relationships, new career. I think it's kind of new everything. Maybe housing. I don't know if you're going to buy a house or rent, whatever it is. It's everything is really lining up for you. And this is the card of victory and triumph too. So I think that this is the next chapter in your life that's really going to work out for you. Oh my God, Troy, you'll have to let us know how that works. That's beautiful. Thank you for your question. Oh, I'd love to start off like that. How beautiful. All right. So, let's see everybody. Hi. Hi, Holly. Thanks for joining us. All right. Let's see who else is here. Thank you, Jesse. Nice to see you. Good morning. I'm glad you like the morning show. I think it's going to be fun. I think we'll get a lot of people that are just hanging out and before they go to work, or, you know, especially if they work nights. I think it's going to be great. All right, so next one. This one's from Melinda, and she writes, love your show. Will I find love this year? Thank you, Melinda. Okay, Melinda, let's go ahead and find out. I'm actually going to grab my love deck for you. All right, so here we go. Hi, Lynn. Nice to see you. See how people like the mornings. Maybe this works out better. I don't know. We'll mix it up. I'm thinking about adding a third day for lives then. Maybe I do the third one instead of an evening. I do it for the day. All right. So here we go. This is for Melinda. Will I find love this year? Okay. Yeah, 3 of Cups. The Fool again. How bizarre. I love this. And the Page of Pentacles. Yes, you will. And I just want to say, look at this. The 3 of Cups, this is the Fool. This is what I was saying, the purity of heart. He's got the white rose in his hand, Troy. So this is the same card I pulled for you, just a different deck. And we've got the Page of Pentacles. And I just want to say, this is how weird today is already starting. This is in the same position it was for the previous viewer, the previous question about going to Texas. This came up as the second card, and it's right here. So different deck, same card. All right. So Melinda, will you find love this year? You absolutely will. This is about you really staying in a high, beautiful, loving vibration. This is you celebrating life and just taking that feeling with you wherever you go. And that's going to attract love to you. Just being in that beautiful, high vibe, somebody is going to be attracted to that because that's what they want to be around. If you're depressed and sad, nobody wants to be around that unless they're on that same vibration and like misery loves company. So if you don't want to attract misery, if you want to attract high vibing love, you want to be in that vibration. And that's what this is showing. And that's true for friends also. And then we have the Fool. This is you taking a leap of faith for a new journey. This tells me that it's a new chapter in your life, a new adventure. Somebody new is definitely coming in, and you're definitely going to be enjoying your time together. This is a new chapter. So this could be that maybe you had a previous relationship end or a divorce or a death of the loved one. And now this is the next chapter that you're embarking on. And it looks like the gates are wide open. Someone is definitely coming in. Will you find love this year? I think it's actually going to be before that. I think it's going to be a lot sooner than you think because of these cards, especially with that major arcana. That tells me that it's really lining up for you now. And then we have this Page of Pentacles. This is telling me you're going to find it in the 3D. And what I mean by that is when I say you're going to find it in the 3D, you're not going to find it where somebody is going to be on the other end of a computer and online dating for you. You're going to meet them in the flesh. I feel that you're going to meet them in the 3D. Now, people can argue and say that meeting someone online is in the 3D, and yes, it is, but you're not meeting them in the flesh. You don't know what they really look like. You don't know what they smell like. Some people have really bad breath or body odor or whatever it might be. They might have a particular quirk about them that when you see them in person, you don't like it. So I always recommend that you meet in person, even if you've originally met online. If it's someone you're interested in, you meet them in person as soon as possible. That way they can't hide on the other side of a computer. So this is telling me you're actually going to meet them in the 3D. So that's really good. And soon, because this is a page energy, this could be a younger person, someone young at heart, but this could also be that it's going to happen very quickly. I think that you'll meet this person very quickly. If you happen to meet them online, you'll meet them very quickly in person. So I just feel like everything is coming together for you. Wow. Thank you, Melinda, for your question. And again, you'll have to let us know. We just love this. All right. So thank you, Melinda. The next one is from Christine. And she writes, "Hi, Alison. What does the universe want to tell me today? Thanks, Christine. P.S. Loved your Gemini video." Oh, thank you very much. I got a Gemini moon, so I love Gemini too. I love them all, but I think Gemini is a very interesting sign. All right. I'm Virgo, by the way, if you guys don't know. All right, here we go. So what does the universe want to tell Christine today? We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Page of Wands and the Two of Swords. All right. So we've got the Six of Pentacles, we've got the Page of Wands, and the Two of Swords. So the universe wants to tell you to be open to receive, that puts you in a place of balance. This is about giving and receiving, but I feel you need to be in a position to be open to receive. That's about you kind of having your heart open. It's a position of balance. Sometimes people are really good at giving, but they're not good at receiving, or vice versa. So this is about bringing some balance into your life, but I feel the focus here is on being open to receive. Receive something from the 3D, whether it's going to be finances, friendship, a romantic relationship. This could be career, a job offer. Always use your discernment to make sure it's right for you, because the universe likes to present us with all kinds of choices. But I feel that there is something coming in. This could be travel, location. This could be retirement, finances, health. It's everything in the 3D. Be open to receive. So kind of go with the flow a little bit. Then we have this Page of Wands, and this is about taking a first step, taking some action on something. So let's say a opportunity presents itself because you're being open to receive. If it resonates with you, if it's something that looks good to you, be prepared to take action, right? let's say you meet someone and you strike up a conversation with them and they seem to be high vibing. There's someone that's in alignment with you. And let's say it's not romantic, but let's just say it's a friendship. Exchange numbers. Hey, you want to go out for coffee sometime? You want to go out to lunch? You want to do this? You want to do that? Do something where I think it's where you don't lose that opportunity, because a lot of people are always looking for their tribe. And I feel like it's about you being open to receive, and there's some opportunity that could present and be open. That's just an example, because so many people are saying, I want to find my tribe. That's an example. Okay, now you see the sun is coming in. So, so you'll see more. It's a cloudy day here in Florida. All right, the third card is going to be the Two of Swords. And this is really telling me that you're looking at some decisions that need to be made. The moon is saying that there's something from your past that is in your in your thoughts. So maybe it's a random memory, maybe it's an old pattern that's coming up for you. But this is about you using your discernment to figure out what choices you want to make that are right for you. I feel like even if you have a blockage, that's okay. See how she's blindfolded? You're trusting your intuition. You're going within to feel into the decision you're about to make. And this could be either or, but there's a third one, because that's what these islands are representing. Either or in a third place solution. So don't feel trapped in it's either this or that, black or white. There's also gray areas in between, and there's the ability to think outside the box. And I think that that's something that's coming in for you. But there is something from your past that is coming in. So this could be some past life lessons, patterns that you're looking at. Let's say it's dating. Maybe you're trying to break a pattern. You don't want to date the same person. Or let's say it has something to do with work, whatever it might be. This is something that you're re-examining, and you're going to be able to make a decision for you. But there's more to it than either or. Wow. So Christine, that's what the universe wants to tell you today. Be open, take that first step, and use your discernment with what is coming in, and think outside the box when these things come up. Wow, thank you for your question. I love it. All right. So, hi everybody. I can't see much on here. Okay, there we go. And I'm a Virgo. Yep. I love it. I really am the Virgo, but I've got that Gemini edge. I also have a little bit of Capricorn in there, but for some reason I don't relate to the Capricorn. I don't know why. I just don't. My ascendant is Capricorn. I don't know. It's funny. Yeah, it's supposed to be in the 90s here today, but we've got a lot of overcast. So the sun is just starting to break through the clouds. They were thick today. All right, let me move on to the next one. And this is from Orlando. Okay, I'll have to get the other deck for this question. I love this. I remember when it came in, it made me laugh. Okay, so Orlando writes, what does my dog Astro think of me? Thank you, Orlando. Okay, let's see what your dog Astro thinks of you. I love it when these questions come in. Okay. Because it's fun. Tarot doesn't always have to be deep and serious. It can be fun. We're looking at different things. Looking at everything. All right. What does your dog Astro think of you? This is for Orlando. Oh my God. Speaking about Virgo, here's Hermit. Okay, so we've got the Hermit. We've got the Eight of Swords. And we've got the Queen of Swords. Okay, so I'm going to tell you right now, your dog is an intellectual. Okay? This is a dog that's a thinker. He's a plotter. I don't know if it was male or female. I'm just saying male because all mine are male. We've got the Hermit, the Eight of Swords, and we've got the Queen of Swords. So this is really telling me that your dog is a thinker, and your dog thinks about you all the time, and your dog thinks about his life with you. And I think he thinks how lucky he is with you. This is enlightenment. So your dog knows how good he has it. He knows that you're a good person. He can see into your soul. I think this dog is deep, and this dog knows how lucky he has it. And if he's a rescue, he really knows how lucky he has it. We also have the Eight of Swords. I think your dog, this is a self-imposed restriction. So I think your dog sometimes feels trapped in its own head. He's an overthinker. He overprocesses. Maybe he has a little bit of anxiety or nervousness. And this could be if you leave. It could be that if he doesn't understand the day, maybe his routine got mixed up. Maybe you mix things up, and it's that's how life is, but that's your dog. But your dog absolutely loves you and knows how good he is. But there's something about he overprocesses in his head, which is interesting. Like I said, I think your dog is a deep thinker. I do. And then we've got the Queen of Swords. This is the Queen of Evaluation. So she uses her intuition and her intellect. So, we've got two sword energy cards here. Swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. So your dog is all about seeing everything for what it is, being really brilliant. Your dog has clear vision. Your dog doesn't have anything that's cloudy. And your dog is always looking to the future, because this queen is always looking to the future. Her back is to the past, and that allows her to make these transformational type decisions. So I think your dog is always able to do that. But because he's always in his head, he does overprocess a little bit, and that makes him feel a little trapped, a little anxious. Nothing a little exercise can't cure, or, just that alone time. If you live by the ocean, a walk on the beach, it's that kind of energy. But your dog absolutely loves you, but he really is grateful for being with you. And he's very enlightened on how good he has it with you. And he loves you to death. Wow. Thank you, Orlando. That's what your dog thinks of you. And your dog's an intellectual. Definitely a plotter, can see several moves ahead. All right. So next question. Okay, so this is from Sharon. And Sharon writes, "Hello, Alison. Love your show. Thank you. I had a strange dream that my mother came to visit me. She passed away several years ago. Can you tell me if this was real? Did she come to me in my sleep, and was she trying to tell me something? Thank you, Sharon." Okay, let's take a look at that. I have the chills on the left side, so that tells me that it's real, but let's see what the cards have to say. All right. All right, did your mom come and visit you? We've got the Knight of Pentacles, we've got the Green Mother, and the Six of Pentacles. Yes, your mom did. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, we've got the Empress card, it's called the Green Mother in this deck, Mother, and we've got the Six of Pentacles. So she absolutely did. She came to you in her dreams. She was trying to, I think, even touch you and reach into you. I think that she came into the 3D. This is Pentacles, so we're talking about this suit of Earth. So she showed up to definitely make contact with you. This is telling me that this is the idealized life. This is your mom, and then this is you. She came back to tell you something. I think really to tell you that she loved you, to make sure you're okay. I'm not sure if you're going through anything right now, but your mom definitely came up to give you love and to caress you. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. That's part of being an empath. So this is really just telling me that I think a lot of things are thriving for you. Maybe it was to even comfort you for something, because the third card that's here for you is the Six of Pentacles, and this is telling me tender care is at hand. So the story is that this young girl ran out into the snow because something scared her, and she forgot her shoes, and she forgot everything. She just ran and ran and ran. Then she got lost, and she didn't know where she was, and she's in the snow. So she just decided to lay down and go to sleep, and she didn't care if she was going to live or die. Well, these bunnies decided to come and blanket her with their warmth and love so that she would live. She would live to fight another day. Now, when she gets up, they're going to bolt. They're going to run. She might not ever know that these bunnies were there to help keep her alive. I think that's something that came in however you saw it. You saw your mom, right? So you saw your mom in the dream, and it was real, but she's there to give you this type of tender care, and to give you this love, and to give you this big caress and this big spiritual hug. She is there to protect you. So yes, That's what came in. She was absolutely there. And I think it was what she was trying to tell you. I think just that she loves you and that she's there for you and she's protecting you and that she's watching you. I think it was also to give you a flat out, a big hug. So I don't, like I said, I don't know if there's something that you're going through, but oh God, I'm going to cry. But she's definitely there for you. So, oh my God, how beautiful, Sharon. Oh, congratulations. She's absolutely there. You could even maybe when you go to bed at night, ask her to come back again and ask her what the message is. You know, it might not come in words. It might be images. It might be through feeling. I personally believe everybody has psychic abilities if they can tap into it. And that's something, it's like a muscle that if you work it and work it and work it, that you can definitely use that. And maybe there's a way where you can ask your mom to come to you and maybe you can have some type of communication going with her from the spirit realm. All right, Sharon, thank you for your question. That's so beautiful. Okay, the next one is going to be from, here we go. Yeah, moms are great. Loving moms are great. Absolutely. That was a big hug from Spirit. Okay, so the next one, this is going to be from David. Oh, I love it. David from Southwest Florida. So, okay, you know that I'm in Florida. That's why you did that. Okay, hi, Alison. Is Florida going to have a destructive hurricane season this year? Thanks, David from Southwest Florida. Let's find out. So, I'm not from Florida. I've only been here for a few years, and I've never been through a hurricane until Hurricane Ian. That was my first one, and that was the most destructive thing I have ever seen in my life. And then I lived through Helene and Milton. So, yay, Florida. So, let's see if we are going to have more, if this is going to be a destructive hurricane season this year. Two of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. Yes, it is. I hate to see this, but it is. We've got the Two of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and we've got the Page of Cups. So this is really telling me, are we going to have it destructive? Yeah, it's going to be a replay of the previous year. So that just tells me that I just think it's going to be a repeat. You know, it's just going to be like this mirror image of what happened it's happening each year, whether it hits Southwest Florida or whether it's hitting the East Coast, however it's going to come into Florida, the Panhandle, however it's coming in. Yes, we are going to have a very destructive year. We have the Ace of Pentacles, a gift and blessing from the universe. There are, like, I believe in weather manipulation, and I've looked into it with the cards, and that confirms it. This card is the Ace of Pentacles, so a gift and blessing from the universe and a golden opportunity. In this deck, this stone is a toadstone ring that guards against supernatural mischief. This is telling me that we are having some infighting with the elite or whoever is doing this, and there is a faction that is trying to prevent these destructive weather manipulation things from going on. There is a ring of protection here, so it'll be interesting to see. Maybe we see something fizzle out in the ocean. Maybe they send it to where it's less populated. But we're definitely going to have an issue, but there is an underlying force that's trying to fight against it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. We also have this Page of Cups. This is that Pollyanna energy in the darkness. So people are trying to keep really high hopes in this area of this destructiveness that might be coming. So I feel like they want to make it a mirror image. There is a force that's trying to prevent it from being as destructive. And they are trying really hard to be like the bringers of light in this darkness for it. So that tells me that it's going to be, you know, I can continue to do this question actually each month, but this tells me that there's a certain faction that wants this destruction, and there's another faction that's fighting against it. Is this I want to say the name, but I don't want to get my channel banned, but there's like different groups of the dark that really go ahead and do this. And I'm wondering if there's infighting. I feel like there's infighting and there's factions that are going at it. You know, that group is really organized, but I think that there's some infighting going on right now. And that allows it to be where if people are really positive about it, that they can break this kind of darkness. So we'll see what happens. I know that might not, it's not like such a direct answer in the sense of yes or no, but there's more to it than that. So there's more depth, there's more going on behind the scenes on that one. So like I said, we could ask that question each month because that's interesting. All right, David from Southwest Florida, thank you for your question. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and check PayPal, Venmo, and I didn't see any super chats come in, so we're good there. So let me go ahead and do this. So this is now at the stage where we're going to do final call for any questions. So if you have any questions that you want to submit, now is a really good time. And if you're not sure what to ask, you can ask questions like, what does the universe want to tell me? So if you've seen my Zodiac videos, that's what I say for each sign. And that's what I actually ask myself every morning when I read cards for myself, because I can do that. A lot of people can't. I can read for myself and for others. So that might be something, or general energy pool. You can word it however you want. And then we go ahead and see what the universe wants to tell you today. All right, so let me go ahead and check. You're going to see the sunlight on me because it just comes in this window that way. All right, so let me go ahead and log into PayPal and Venmo. Oh God, here we go. Security challenge, how many bicycles? Well, sorry, of course it's gonna do it during a live. Let's see if that's it. Okay, I think that was it. That's a miracle. Usually it's a lot more than that. Okay, and so while that's processing, I'm gonna log into Venmo and get that going. All right. Let me see. Okay, so we have Melissa Smith. Oh, sorry, Melissa. See, I'm used to being a normal person. Sorry. Okay, question. My cat Tux has been sick with chronic diarrhea and the vets can't seem to find the root cause. Can you please ask Tux what is going on with his body? Yes, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so this is for Melissa. I'll turn my fan on. Got that sun on me, it's starting to heat up. All right. All right, Melissa, so this is it. So what's going on with Tux's body? We've got the Star card, we've got the Page of Swords, and the Three of Swords. Okay, so we've got the Star, the Page of Swords, and the Three of Swords. So the Star card is about hope, faith, healing, and renewal. So he definitely has hope that something's going to change in him, but he needs that hope, I can't say it, hope, faith, healing, and renewal. So there's definitely something going on with him. We also have this Page of Swords. This is telling me that if you calm down and if he calms down, that you can definitely figure a way out of what is going on. So this tells me that there is a fix to it, a simple fix, but it's a matter of thinking it through very calmly. And this card just tells me if you think about it for 5 minutes, you'll be able to figure it out. And that's coming from both of you because you were asking me, what does he want to say about his body? So this tells me that there's something that is a very simple fix, like a little tweak that needs to be made, and that situation will resolve itself. We do have the Three of Swords. So this is telling me that this is the card of loss. This is the card that is talking about there's something going on in him that, yeah, there's something. It could even be like he's missing a nutrient, he's missing a vitamin, he's missing something in his system, and that I think might be causing the diarrhea, and it's very uncomfortable. But again, there's something that is so easy to fix. There's something that you can figure out that will definitely resolve itself. I do not feel that it is life-threatening. I don't feel that it's anything like that, but I think that it could definitely resolve itself. I have cats too, but I'm not the cat expert. I've had dogs my whole life. I've only had cats for about the last year and a half. I've never had cats before, so I don't know if, like with dogs, you can give them pumpkin. So I don't know if cats, if you can do something like that where it calms the stomach and it stops the diarrhea. I don't know if you can give pumpkin to cats. I just want to make sure I say that. That was just an example for dogs. But there's something where it is an easy fix. I don't feel like this is hard. I don't know. Sometimes the vets just don't have an answer for that and they don't test for things. And I'm going to give you a personal example. And I know this might be too much information for everybody, but you guys know I'm doing that Rogers Hood parasite cleanse. Well, about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I started having like this sinus thing going on. And I'm like, what is that? This is crazy. And so, I was telling my ex-husband about it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go to the CVS Minute Clinic and have them do a swab because I don't have insurance. I don't believe in it. So I went ahead and had him swab it to see if there's a sinus infection going on, and it came back that there's nothing wrong. There's no bacteria, there's no viral, there's no nothing. So I started doing this Rogers Hood cleanse, and I was talking with Kim about it. And she said to take a neti pot, and you put the saline solution in that comes in the packet, distilled water or purified water, and then take 3 drops of the Parafy and put it in there, stir it up, and then do the neti pot. Well, I did that. Guess what? Yes, a parasite came out. Oh my God, it is so disgusting. I can't even believe that came out of my nose. Everybody has it. As one of my girlfriends said, if you have a body, you've got parasites. If you have a body, you need to see that interview I did with Kim. If you have a body, do the parasite cleanse. This is no joke. It's real. It's in all of our food. It was bizarre. So now that's what I'm doing while I'm on the parasite cleanse, is I'm doing the neti pot to push anything out. And there is no mistaking what that is. Why am I going on about this? It's not to promote the Rogers Hood Apothecary, although I do because I believe in it. I'm taking it myself. I'm saying that because that doctor, that nurse practitioner said that there's nothing there when in fact they're not testing for parasites. So it might be that there's something going on that they're just not testing for, but it's an easy fix, right? So there's something there. But I feel like it's an easy fix, but he is definitely uncomfortable and he wants some healing to come in, but I feel that that's absolutely coming. I don't feel that you're going to have a hard time figuring it out. There's something there that is an easy tweak for you. All right, Melissa, that's what I have for you for today. Thank you for your question. And let me go back. And so this is going to be from Velma. Thank you, Velma. Thank you for doing the daytime one. I know usually you send yours in way in advance, so I just want to let you know. Thank you for that, Velma. Let me pull up your question. All right. I'm too busy talking. All right, here we go. So, hi, Alison. What guidance does the universe have for me? Thank you. Love you tons. I love you too, Velma. I miss you. Okay, here we go. So, what does the universe want to tell Velma? Let me do that again. There we go. All right, what does the universe want to tell Velma? We've got the Justice card. We've got the Queen of Cups. Velma, this is so you. We have the Justice card, the Queen of Cups, and the Six of Cups. These are some of the most loving cards in the entire tarot deck. And this is so you, Velma, with the Justice card. This is about you knowing right from wrong. This is cause and effect. This is you protecting the innocent. This is so you, Velma. This is just about you standing in your power. This is you bringing the scales of balance into play in your whole life. This is really you standing in your power. Also, I can't remember what zodiac sign you are, but if you're Libra, wow, it is right there. You are literally standing there as a protector. You're standing in your truth. So that is something that is huge for you. With that big loving energy, this is you following your heart. This is you really leading the way with that self-care, self-love, following your heart. You have a connection to source that's huge. She is in an ocean of water. That is telling me you have a huge connection to source. You might even be psychic in your own unique way, having these connections with other people, with the universe, the spirit realm. I really feel like this is you stepping into your power. I just feel like a big open heart. I feel like there's a shift in your energy right now, and this is what guidance the universe has for you today. Follow your heart, love yourself, love everything, and all this love is coming your way. This is also the 6 of Cups. This is going back to a time before any bitterness or cynicism touched your heart. She believes in magic, like we all did when we were young. This is going back to that time to not have that severed, to not have that cut, to see the beauty and love in the world before it gets stamped out with this type of horrible 3D matrix that's been presented to us. This is going back to seeing magic. We've got fairies. We've got an elf on a toadstool, the frog chasing a golden ball. We've got the owl reading, the animals are rowing a boat. Everything is alive and interconnected and organic. And that's something that's coming in for you, to go back to that time before bitterness or cynicism touched your heart. This is your big, beautiful heart opening. Your heart. These are love cards. Spirit wants you to follow your heart. Get into love mode. Stay in love mode. Don't let anybody take your love away. Your love of the world, really. And just for self. This is her using her imagination. It's going back to that feeling of love that's innocent, right? That's the card of nostalgia of childhood. So for her in that card, reading a book is her love, right? And using her imagination. So what might it be for you as an adult? It doesn't have to be what it was when you were a kid, but what is there something special that brings you that type of love, that feeling of love, right? Doing something that is special for you, a hobby, maybe hanging out with your dog, your cat, whatever it might be. Something that really brings you pure, genuine love. And that's what the universe wants to tell you. Look at these cards again. The Justice card, the Queen of Cups, and the 6 of Cups. It's all about knowing right from wrong, standing in your truth, protecting the innocent, and following your heart and coming at it from a place of love. Wow. Very, very cool. Yeah, it's going to be intense. So I think that we might have, I'm just looking at this. Thank you, Velma, for your question. I'm just looking at something in the chat. Yeah, I think hurricane season, it's going to be a mixed bag. I really think that there's going to be some people that are going to try and deflect. I mean, that's what I saw. That's what I felt. But I think that might be a really good question that we ask each month, just to see what the evolution is that's going on, you know? I'm not interested. And yeah, I'm actually going to be moving out of Florida. Probably, well, I hope. I really want to do it sooner, but I think because I have to avoid capital gains tax because I just bought this home last January, you need to be in it for 2 years so that you don't get hit with capital gains. So for me, I can be out by January. So if someone buys my home, right? So I'm going to be living through another hurricane season. It is so destructive. Oh my God. You could lose everything you own in one storm like that. And these companies, these insurance companies don't always come through. It's very intense. All right, let me go back really quick and see about the other transactions. Okay, let me do this. All right. Okay. So the next one, I'm too busy talking. All right, so the next one, this is going to be from Vicky. And Vicky writes, will I find love this summer? All right, Vicky, let's find out. I'm going to switch to my love deck for you, Vicky. All right. So you're from Sarasota, so I'm living in Cape Coral, so I'm right down the street. All right, so this is going to be for Vicky. Will you find love this summer? Summer's right here. We've got the Hierophant. We've got the Lover's card. And oh my God, Vicky, yes, you will. So we've got the Hierophant, the Lover's card, and the Two of Cups. Wow, talk about relationships. So the first one is, this is telling me that you're going to find a committed relationship. This card's talking about commitment. I think he's making the blessing sign. I think that this is going to be a blessing that's coming in for you. I think it's going to be a phenomenal relationship. We've got the Lover's card here. This is talking about having a lot of choices, something that is divinely lining up for you. So this could be a soulmate. This could be someone that, let's say you have 10 must-haves. They're going to hit that 8, 9, possibly even 10 when this card comes up. This is someone that you're going to share your morals, your ethics, and your values with. So this is something that's really a huge positive, a huge relationship. That just tells me that something is divinely lining up for you. And then it's something that I think is going to start off as a friendship, something that could be, well, it's like it's a friendship, or it could start off as a light romantic relationship, but it's going to be a committed relationship right away, because I think that both of you are going to recognize each other and the depth of your relationship. And it's one of those moments like when you meet someone that you're meant to be with and you're in their arms and you feel home. And it's like you probably had several lifetimes together. It's depth that goes back. It's that kind of energy. I think you're going to meet someone and it's going to feel like home for both of you. It goes both ways in a relationship like this. It's not just on your side. And that might even be something where you'll see the recognition in each other's eyes and maybe even talk about it, because love is definitely coming in for you. I feel that it's definitely going to be happening this summer. I don't feel that it's going to be anything that you have to wait for. I think that person is definitely going to present, and it is a committed relationship that's coming in for you. Wow, that was easy. Thank you, Vicky, for your question. That was incredibly powerful too. You'll have to let us know. I say that, I forget to say that to everybody, but you definitely have to let us know what happens, maybe in the chat, or leave a message after the video posts with a type of follow-up. I read all the comments, so even if it's posted on a different video. All right, so the next question. This is from, hold on. So this is from Monica, and she writes, "Hi, Allison. Will I find a better job this year? Thanks, Monica." Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. Will Monica find a better job this year? I'm going to continue using the love deck. All right. We've got the Page of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Wands and the Devil card. All right, so we've got the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Devil. Don't be afraid of the Devil. So we've got this Page of Pentacles. Yes, you're going to be presented with an opportunity in the 3D, which in this case, a better job. Yes, you will be. It's up to you to take advantage of this. This is a gift and blessing from the universe. This is a new beginning that's coming in for you. So this is going to be a new job offer. This is the Ace of Wands. So that is literally out with the old and with the new. It's a passionate new beginning from enthusiasm. So this is you using your discernment. What if you get 5 job offers? You need to choose the one that's right for you. And I think you're going to see it. Now, we also have the Devil that's presented itself. So this is telling me that you're going to be walking away from some toxicity. So like I said, let's say you get 5 offers. Well, you're going to walk away from some that look toxic. You're going to walk away from a previous job if that is toxic. And you're looking for something that is non-toxic. But the Devil is also that Capricorn energy. So the Devil is also about your inner drive. This is what you do, right? This is how you climb that mountain, you climb that hill. So while you're looking for something, and let's say you want to latch onto a job, and maybe you're like, well, it's kind of toxic, it kind of isn't, like the people are shitty that are there, but it pays really well, and I'll just tough it out. Well, this card is saying, while you want that job and you want to latch onto it with that Capricorn energy and work for it, you've still got some toxicity around you, and that's what you don't want. So this is telling me that that would be something for you to really look twice at and make sure you're choosing something that really is in alignment for you and walk away from toxicity. So will a job offer come? Yeah, I just don't think it's going to be one. I think you're going to have several, but you definitely are having a new beginning coming. You're going to choose wisely. Just make sure that you're aware that this is going to be in the background. And I think that's going to be true for just about anybody, but the universe wants you to know that there's some toxicity out there, and so to choose very carefully and wisely. All right? Wow, again, that was fast. Thank you, Monica, for your question. That was really clean cut. Sometimes the universe has that where it's so decisive. All right, so now just a reminder, final call. And I'm going to go and check again. So I'm going to take a moment to plug the channel really quick and personal readings. So if you're having a good time and you're enjoying the show, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It's free and it really helps out the channel. And if you like it when I go live, you can hit the notification bell on the other ones. I post them in advance throughout the month, and that way you won't miss the notification. And you can leave a comment for tonight's show if it resonates with you. And especially after it posts, that would be fantastic so that other people can see it too, because not everybody gets to see the chat when they watch it in the replay. And you can go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. Links are in the description below. There you can sign up for the newsletter. It's free. Book a personal reading with me, the missing person consultation. Don't forget the Learning Center, where I've got the 16-week manifestation course coming out in May or June, probably more like June. The 4-week online tarot masterclass, and I have private lessons on tarot, raise your vibration, and on manifestation. All right, just a quick plug. And don't forget Alison's picks, and that's where you can do Skin Like Butter and Roger's Hood Apothecary. I swear by it. I'm going to be doing that, Roger's Hood Apothecary, for probably the next 9 months. Yep. That's how much I believe in it, and that's the results I'm seeing, because I want whatever's in me out. That is crazy. All right. So let's go ahead and I'm going to switch decks really quick. All right, so this one is going to be for Olga, and she writes, "Hi, Alison, loved your Taurus video." Thank you. I appreciate that. I love the feedback. Thank you, guys. And what does the universe want to tell me today? Thanks, Olga. Okay, let's see what the universe wants to tell you today. It's nice to get the feedback. I'm on the other end of a camera, so I love it. Thank you. All right, so here we go. What does the universe want to tell Olga today? Okay, these two cards want to come out together. Oh, heavy cards. Okay, we've got the Judgment and the Five of Cups. We have the World card. Wow. Okay, Olga. And the Two of Pentacles. Olga, you're going through a lot right now. We've got the Judgment card and the Five of Cups. We have the World card. And we have the Two of Pentacles. And they came out in this order. So these two cards wanted to come out together. He did not want to leave the Judgment card. That's intense. So we've got the card of loss and bereavement with the Judgment card. So the Judgment card is asking you to step out of your old life in the coffin into your new life. This is you having a compassionate review of your life up until this point. Compassion is the key. You don't go and beat yourself up on things or gaslight yourself on something. You want to go back and look at everything, look at patterns. You're looking at life lessons, and you're taking that knowledge and that wisdom and you're carrying it with you into your new life. Because this is the 20 in the major arcana. I just want to show you, because this is what came up in the next position, the World card. I mean, you can't make this up. The 20 and then the 21. You're going through this transition right now, but you need to take the knowledge and the wisdom of these life lessons with you into the world. This is crazy. So anyways, you've got the Judgment card. It is a heavy card. So you're asking yourself, and I'll get to this in a minute, you're asking yourself the big questions. Who am I right here, right now? What is my philosophy? What's my strength of character? What's my weakness of character? Because you want to know both. How's my health? How are my finances? How is my connection with my friends and my family? Have I found my tribe? You're asking yourself, like, do I like where I live? Is it retirement? Is it travel? You're looking at everything. What makes you happy? What truly makes you happy? And then you look at that and you're gaining these answers and insight into yourself. It's not what other people say about you. It's not what society says. It's not what maybe a version of you was 5 years ago or a year ago. It's who you are right here, right now. You're carrying that knowledge and that wisdom with you, but you need to get it first. That's why you have to ask the questions when this card comes up to gain that knowledge and wisdom. It's good for you to be reflective right now. We also have the Five of Cups. So this is the card of loss and bereavement, which was attached to the Judgment card. This tells me that maybe you had a major loss right now that is causing this Judgment card to appear. You had a major life lesson. So with the Five of Cups, he's mourning the loss of these 3 cups. He's got the black cloak on. If he turns around, he'll see that he has 2 cups standing. He needs to drop this cloak of grief and of sorrow and see that he still has 2 cups standing, and now it becomes the card of gratitude. And he can start building his cups up again, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, and keep on going. So it's this moving out of this energy, the key out of this type of intense loss and bereavement. I mean, this is a dark card. This is a heavy card, and they came out together. So it's about being grateful for what you have in your life. Now, cups are your emotions, it's love, it's your connection to source. So it's about you maybe being grateful for your connection to source, being grateful for the people around you, or for seeing what was done. Because I feel like you went through something. So instead of being a victim and saying this was done to me, it's more like this was done for me to show you something, to gain that life lesson, that knowledge and wisdom about something. Now, I know that can be really tough when you're in it, right? When you're in it, it is hard to take a position like that. But if you can come at it from a position of neutrality, you will gain that life lesson, and it makes it easier for you to take that knowledge and that wisdom going forward. Becomes the card of gratitude. See what it is that you can be grateful for, and maybe that's one of the questions. What am I grateful for in my life? That's one of the questions that you ask. You can do a gratitude journal where you write down, 5 things every day that you're grateful for, different things every day. So at the end of a week, that's 35 things that you are grateful for. And you'll see that that's going to help make an emotional shift for you. That, I think, would be something really good. I do that myself, and I think that that would be something that would be very beneficial for you. So the next card is the World card. This is the 21. So you're taking all of that knowledge and wisdom and life lessons from the Judgment card. You're coming into the World card. You're walking through this portal. This is a transition card as you cycle back to the Fool, which is the 0 in the Major Arcana, and you start a new chapter, a new journey in your life. So this is you having this culmination of everything, and you're enjoying your place in the world when this shows up, but you're getting ready to start a new chapter. So you have some old cycles that are closing out. New ones are going to begin. It's that nice transition time. It can be a lot of upheaval. It can be exciting. It can be scary. It can be intimidating. But at the end of the day, it's really a positive as you're moving forward. The last card that's here for you is the 2 of Pentacles. This is about you being grounded, stable, secure. And after everything that you're going through, that's exactly what you need to stay grounded, stable, secure, balancing your responsibilities, balancing maybe life and your emotional world. This could be balancing work and family, school, work, family, and whatever it is that you're balancing everything. And the thing is that he's a juggler. You're supposed to have fun. You've got some heavy cards here, but at the end of the day, it's about you really enjoying your life, right? Because we have these ups and downs. And so that's something, I wish they would have drawn him with smiling. He's a juggler. It's also about having fun. Oh my God, Olga, how intense. Well, that's what the universe wants to tell you today. All right. So thank you for your question, Olga. All right, the next one. This is from Jesse. Okay, Jesse. So this one says, good morning, Miss Alison. Love your show. Thank you, Jesse. And I like this new morning schedule. I do too. I think it's interesting. The lighting's a little different. I'm going to have to figure that out, but I like it too. Here's my question. If I stay focused, will I be in a financial position to buy my dream car, an Acura NSX, by the end of 2025 or early 2026? Thanks, Jesse. All right, let's go ahead and find out. All right. Let me get a little... All right. We've got the King of Wands, the Strength card, and the King of Cups. Absolutely. You will absolutely be able to do it. King of Wands, the Strength card, and the King of Cups. Two kings. So that's an outward focus, right? The queens are focused inward. The kings are focused outward over the realm. So you have two kings. The first card out was the King of Wands. This is a king that definitely wants to win. He's bold, he's courageous, he's assertive. He uses his charm and his charisma to really make things happen. He is the king of action. This is telling me that you will absolutely get that car because this king wants to win. He will win the war, even if he loses a battle here and there. He has his eye on the prize and he always wins. That is something coming in for you. This is to use your strength and courage to really make this happen. This is you taming that inner beast. This is allowing you to really focus on what it is that you want. So if that is your eye on the prize, if that's what you're looking for, your strength and courage can overcome just about anything from your heart. You're doing everything from your heart. And that's going to allow you to definitely have that type of goal and get that accomplishment. With this King of Cups, yes, this is you using your intuition, you're using your heart, your emotions, and you're really making it happen. If you are a master manifester, this is the way that you're going to do it. It's coming from your heart. You're tapped into your intuition, connection to source, and you're making it happen. Everything you do is coming from your heart. But you are definitely, with these two kings, you're self-actualizing, and it's tapped into your heart and your soul. You have the strength and courage, and you are definitely able to make things happen. I think you're going to find out just how strong and resilient you actually are. That infinity sign above the head says you can basically take on just about anything that comes your way. Wow. Jesse, I would say absolutely yes. Just keep your eye on the prize and just, yeah, I think when it comes from your heart, you can absolutely do it. Thank you for your question. I love that. All right. Next up, this is from Chris. Chris writes, we put our house up for sale last week. Will our house sell this summer? Thanks, Chris. Okay, let's go ahead. And time to move. So I don't know if the chat's moving because that tells me that it's locked up on my side. I just want to say the last thing I see is Lynn writing time to move. So if you type anything in the chat, I don't see it. I just want to make sure everyone says that. So if there was a super chat that showed up on, if it has locked up, then I will answer it in Tuesday's show. If there is, just to let you know, on Venmo and on PayPal, I will be able to read the questions there. But if it's a super chat, I'm not ignoring you. I just, at this point, I don't see anything being posted. That's a YouTube thing. Okay. All right. So this one is for Chris. Will his house sell this summer? Okay. 9 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, and the Hermit. Well, you are definitely worrying about it because we've got the 9 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, and the Hermit. So this is really telling me that you're over processing. You have a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety over selling this house. And I think that that's something that you're putting out to the universe, which is going to be pushing offers away. I know that it's on an energetic level, but that nervousness is not attracting abundance to you. That worry is not attracting abundance to you. That over-processing is not attracting abundance to you. So it's a matter of getting a grip on your thinking, because I think you can absolutely sell your home, but there's something going on with you that is putting out bad energy on this. And I don't want to use the term bad, but it's like It's a lower vibrational frequency, and that is going to be pushing good offers away. That's how the universe is going to be working. And with this Four of Swords, it's telling me that you need to relax, rest, and recover. You need to get rid of the anxiety around you, and then you'll see the blessings coming in. So you really need to take care of yourself on this one and stop worrying so much, and then those offers will start to come in. So it's about you going within with this Hermit energy and looking for that type of enlightenment to see why you're doing that and how you can let that go. It's that simple. Will your house sell this summer? Yes, but you need to shift your energy for that to happen. That's how the cards are coming out. You need to go within for these answers and then shine your light outside. When you're shining that light, your enlightenment, that's when everything is going to start coming into you. So more offers are going to come in. Maybe it's going to be where it's actually what you want. Maybe there's even a bidding war, depending on what it's like in your area. But it's going to come, it's attracting your vibration. And your vibration right now is not in a good place for you. You're actually very scared. So like if you're under on your home and that's why you're selling, you need to just shake that energy off. I mean, literally shake it off. Take a salt bath. That'll get rid of the negativity, right? So do something like that. You know, work out, take a walk, just relax, meditate if you can, and just let that energy dissipate, that nervous energy dissipate, and then see what's going to come in. Try and be in a loving vibration. Like, think of yourself as being in love, and you'll see the shift change, and you'll be able to sell your house. And I think for what it is that you want. All right, Chris, thank you for your question. I hope that helps. All right. So, yeah, I can't see anything in the chat, so sorry, guys. All right. And I can't get a text message from anybody because I'm filming on my phone. All right. So the next question is from Roxy. And so this is, I'm going to check the PayPal and Venmo after this question. So this is the last question on the ones that were pre-submitted. So this one is from Roxy, and she writes, wait, where is it? Yeah, she writes, will I find love in the next few months? Thanks, Roxy. Sorry, the page split. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to switch back to the love deck. And so after this, I'm going to check PayPal and Venmo. If there's no questions that came in, we're going to do the group reading. I'm going to pull cards for the Soul Tribe. Okay. So this is for Roxy. Will she find love in the next few months? We've got the Eight of Swords, and we've got the Knight of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. It's up to you. We've got the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel turns in your favor. However, you are inside your head and you have this self-imposed restriction, which tells me you're not able to grab the wheel. You need to free yourself from these thoughts so that you can grab the wheel. The wheel is turning in your favor, but you need to grab it. Right now, you've got these self-imposed restrictions on yourself. You feel very trapped and very stuck, but this is inside your head. You could see this. This is just ribbon. She could lean up against the sword, rub that ribbon. It's going to release and fall to the ground. She can take the blindfold off and walk away. This tells me that you're very stuck, that you can't see a way out. Maybe you don't see a way in finding people to date. Maybe your dating pool is small where you're at. Maybe you need to do a meetup group, join a hobby. If you're a runner, do a running club, even if you don't really feel like you need that, just to meet other people that are have a similar interest. If the first club doesn't work, join a second club, because there's always different people in different clubs. And keep going until you find like a better dating pool, so to speak. Singles meetups on Meetup. Anything like that where it just gets you out there, right? Then we've got this Knight of Pentacles, and he is bringing you a golden opportunity. The universe is bringing you an opportunity. So you need to be able to grab it. And right now you need to unstuck yourself. So with that golden opportunity, that knight is on a mission, and it's slow and steady wins the race. So you can slow and steady get out of this self-imposed restriction, and that will free you up so that you can see things clearly, because those are swords, thoughts, words, and ideas. So maybe you gaslight yourself. Maybe you say, oh my God, I'm never going to meet anybody. Well, now you're restricting yourself, or you're saying, oh my God, I just want to meet someone now. Okay, you need to change that, right? You need to just open it up and be open in a loving vibration, and just say, I can't wait. Like, the life is beautiful. The birds are singing. And I hope I meet someone today, or I think I'm going to meet someone today, or I am going to meet someone today. No, you say, I am going to meet someone. I am. It's the I ams when you do that as part of your meditation and part of your chant. So I am going to meet someone special, beautiful, that's going to be in a monogamous relationship, that loves me and treats me the way I want to be loved and respected, just so I can also treat them the way they want to be loved and respected. And, whatever it is that you want to say. But you're definitely being presented with an opportunity. Now, this knight takes one steady foot in front of the other. That's that slow and steady wins the race. And he's got the knowledge and the wisdom to make something happen. And he's bringing you an opportunity. So that tells me that very slowly something will be coming. So you said, will I find love in the next few months? Yes. And it will be over time, because you have to do your own transition to get out of that restricted feeling. And then that's when someone will present. You need to be able to grab the wheel. It's definitely turning in your favor. You definitely will be meeting someone. You need to use your discernment to make sure it's the right person for you, because if several people present, you feel into it and see who's right. Maybe you go on a date with each person, and then you see who you resonate most with, and then that's the person you spend more time with. It's that kind of energy. Wow. Thank you for your question, Roxy. I love it. All right. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to check PayPal and Super Chat one last time. And it's going to make me log in. Hopefully I won't get the bicycle thing. Okay. All right. Okay, so that is it for today's show. Now I'm going to do a reading for the Soul Tribe. Okay, so I'm going to pull cards for everybody, and I'm going to actually, I am going to use the love deck. So let's go ahead and see what the universe wants to tell everybody today. So if you are just getting here, just a reminder, I cannot see what's going on in the chat, so I'm not ignoring you. For some reason, YouTube locked up. It's YouTube, not me. And let's see. So I will not be going back and rereading the chat. If you have something you want to tell me, post it after the video is posted, and I read the comments that way. All right. So here we go. And if you posted a super chat, definitely let me know, or Ken will let me know, or Lynn will let me know, and I'll go back and look for that. All right. So what does the universe want to tell our soul tribe today? Two of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Am I glad I used the love deck? It's all love. Two of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. So we're all talking about love. We're talking about your emotions. We're talking about your connection to Source. We're also talking about, I believe, a lot of relationships, whether it's going to be friendship, platonic, or romantic relationships. Relationships with pets. It can be relationships on a lot of different levels. It doesn't just have to be romance. It could be something that you're in a beautiful relationship right now with someone, and this could be a strengthening, a doubling down, an appreciation, a mutual appreciation of each other, to be grateful that you found each other. Because we have this Two of Cups with all of these cups. So right off the bat, this is telling me that you're really recognizing the love relationships that you have in your life. Or maybe you're searching for love, whether it's friendship, like I said, or a romantic relationship, or maybe you want to get a pet and that's part of your family, right? And a new, beautiful addition, or you want to have a child. This is something that's saying this is a beautiful opportunity to do that. This is telling me that love is in the air. We're going, it's spring, we're going into summer. This Page of Cups is saying, use your imagination. What is it that you want to create? What kind of love are you looking for? And to basically make yourself available. Be in that loving vibration. be in that high vibing vibration, and if you see someone, make the effort, go introduce yourself, whether it's friendship or romantic. You want a new pet? Go to the shelter, contact a breeder, do whatever it is that you want to do where you get that new beautiful addition to your family, that love interest. So this is about you really taking that step, that motivation, that cup of love, that opportunity. Then you've got the Queen of Cups. This is about you following your heart. This is about you really projecting love into the world. You got to love yourself first. And I know that's hard for a lot of people. You got to have that self-love, self-care, and then it's easy to attract it, and it's easy to then love everybody else around you and to attract love, whether it's friendship or not. If it's a friendship, of course you want to be able to love that friend. You want your best friend, or you want a buddy, whatever wording you want, right? Whether you're a male or female, you want, if you're a guy, you want a good buddy that's going to be there for you. You want a stand-up guy, right? And if you're a girl, you want someone that's not going to be jealous or vindictive or anything like that. You want a best friend that's going to be there for you. You're looking for a real friendship. So something that's got some depth, someone that's always going to be there for you. So that's, I think, what's coming in for you. It's to follow your heart, use your intuition, right? Maybe you have a connection to source, and maybe for some people, part of it is having that connection to source and reconnecting, because I think people really strayed from source at times, and it's a way to come back and to reestablish that connection, and which is pure love. Reestablish that connection and see what doors open for you, not only in your own heart, but when you're looking to attract another relationship, whether it's friendship, romantic relationship, or getting a new pet. It's beautiful. And that's what's coming in for everybody. Love and beauty and connection to source. We're light bringers. You're bringing the light, and more light is coming into your lives. All of these are talking about more light coming into your life. Wow. Well, that is what I have for the Soul Tribe reading for today. I love that for everyone, and I'm part of it, so I am really happy with that one too. So very cool. And I just want to thank everyone for being here tonight. I hope you got something out of today's readings. And just a reminder, you can go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. Links are in the description below. And there you can go ahead and sign up for my newsletter. It's free. It's at the bottom of every single page. You can also book a personal reading with me, sign up for a missing person consultation. Don't forget the Learning Center. These courses are coming out. I'm working with my web designer now. I also have private lessons, whether it's going to be tarot, manifestation, or raise your vibration, if that's something you want to look at. And don't forget my interviews. I've got Mrs. Kim Rogers from Rogers Hood Apothecary, Dr. Hannah Roberts, where we talk about GLP-1, and Jerry Marzinski. I have him on there twice, where we talk about demonic entities, and really some great information if you've missed those. And don't forget, I go live twice a week. I'm thinking about putting up a third day, twice a week. So Tarot Tuesday, I go live Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and answer your questions. And I do it now. I've switched to every Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and answer your questions. Excuse me. If you could, please take a moment again to like, share, and subscribe. It helps out the channel. And if you like this and you want to see more, hit that notification bell so you know when I go live again. And don't forget, you can submit your questions in advance through PayPal or Venmo, or you can do it live through Super Chats. All right, everyone. Thanks again, and I will see you next Thursday, 10 a.m. Sending you love, light, and blessings. Bye for now.